Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin Jackowitz. This is The Cage Match, and this is going to be a look at AEW Dark for 12/17/19. We're finally getting into the last 10 days before I finally catch up with all these reviews. So you start out with the Young Bucks. They have a package with the Young Bucks talking about their SCU match, saying that, they don't want SCU to be mad at Christmas dinner because apparently they all eat at the same place when the Young Bucks have the belts. So it's kind of cool. And Vicky Guerrero surprises people. She's on commentary. That was cool. Then you get the SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky take on Private Party. I think this was a very good match. Private Party, highly talented. Scorpio Sky is just amazing. I really like Frankie Kazarian too. Of the two, I like Scorpio Sky more. Just super talented. He really is. But really great match. SCU takes the win. There you go. Women's division stats. They do a bit where they're talking about the stats of the women's division and where some women are in those stats and, where they fall in the rankings. And that leads right into Britt Baker taking on Michiko, whatever the name is. Decent match for what it was. Nothing greatly impressive about it, honestly, in my opinion. Britt Baker gets the win. And that moves right into Bea Priestley versus Chris Statlander. Now, the thing that I thought was really cool about this is they go into the women's division stats, and you find out that Britt Baker and Statlander are really the top two ranking right now. And so they're working on the ranks between Britt Baker and Statlander. And after the match between Bea Priestley and Chris Statlander, which Statlander did win, pretty good match, they went back and they showed you where they are in the ranking system. So I thought that stuff like that was very cool. The Nightmare Collective was out in the audience for the Statlander match because they're trying to recruit Chris Statlander. So we'll see what happens there. And then you finish off Dark with Pac, Jack Evans, and Angelico, the Hybrid 2, versus Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Chuck Taylor. And this was just a very entertaining match. Not just because all of these guys are super talented, but you really haven't seen too much of Orange Cassidy in the ring yet. And he's got this very suave style about him where he's like blasé, doesn't care about things. He always has his hands in his pockets. And they had a great moment when it was him and Pac face to face. And you finally get to see a little bit of Orange Cassidy in the ring, where he actually has to take his hands out of his pocket and be a serious wrestler against somebody like Pac, because Pac, let's face it, would rip him apart if not. When Orange Cassidy got tagged in, the crowd really just erupted. And he did his pockets thing, and I think it was Angelico. I think it was Angelico he was up against, where he was doing his dives with his hands in his pockets and stuff. It looked really great. It really did. But yeah, it was cool to see him get a little bit more serious when Pac got there, at least for a second, until he started doing the shin kicks again. At any rate, at the end of the day, I think it was Pac that pinned Chuck Taylor, and that gives Pac, Jack Evans, and Angelico the win. It was a really good show. And like I said, I really like they're using Dark to get you introduced to the wrestlers that they have on the roster. And now they're kind of doing the women's division stats thing, which I even said last week. They really need to concentrate on their women's division. So I think that that's good. I really do. Very cool. Because not everything was absolutely amazing to me. They had some really good matches, but those, like the Britt Baker, Michiko match was okay. Bea Priestley, Chris Statlander was decent. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, which is still really above average. Like it really was. It was certainly something that kept my attention, and I really liked some of the stuff they did there. But that's where I'm at with it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you enjoyed this. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Cage Nation, out.